the relationship with yourself dictates the relationship you have with the world. And it's important to do this audit. How do you like hanging out with yourself? For most people, it's horrible. You want to do the test? Go home after this event, before going to bed. Don't turn on the music, don't turn on the TV, don't look at your phone, and just sit with yourself in silence 10 minutes. You can even look at yourself in the mirror for 10 minutes and see what happens. It's probably not going to be very pleasant. The first thing most people do when they get home is they immediately turn on the television. Like distraction, music, cooking, I got to be doing something, can't be with myself. If you're quiet with yourself, that little voice starts seeping in. Especially if you look at yourself in the mirror. You're sitting there looking at yourself in the mirror. Put on a little weight, didn't we? Where did that come from? Oh, getting old. Not that attractive, are you? Hey, remember that horrible experience when you were in high school? Oh. It's sort of like this horrible friend. Like, hey, remember this horrible thing? Remember that person who judged you? Remember that thing you did, that mistake you made? Oh, it's this horrible, and this self-attack. You should be taking more action. You're quite lazy. You're procrastinating too much. You're not good looking. You're a disappointment. You disappointed your parents. You should do better. You should be doing more. You should be more social. You should be more successful. You should be smarter. It's this very toxic relationship we have. Now, what do? We'd rather ignore that and then try to compensate by, filling our lives with other people. Like, maybe that relationship will fill it. No, you got to start with you. What's it like to date you? Are you kind to yourself? Are you rude to yourself? Do you get in fights with yourself? Is there a lot of drama with yourself? What's that inner voice like? Do you ever do things that are loving towards yourself? Acts of kindness towards yourself? What's it like to date you? You must work on yourself. Until you develop a healthy relationship with you, you will not be able to do so with others. Okay, you must fill your own cup, and you must reach a point where you feel complete. And this goes against mainstream advice, which is, as you were previously asking, find someone who completes you. You know what, people? There is such a thing as a soulmate, and there's one out there for you. When you were born, you were a star, and that star got split in two. And you arrived here, and your other half is somewhere out there in the world. And the most beautiful thing in the world, true love, is when you find the other half of that star, and you're finally reunited, and the relationship is beaming with light and love and wonder. You're like, my soulmate. But then there's also the worries, what if my soulmate's in another country? How will I find my soulmates with all the people in the world? Right? How will I ever live just being a half? How will I ever be whole? What if I settle for the wrong person and never find my soulmate? Screw that. Okay? There is no other person who will ever complete you. Screw this you complete me mentality. Complete yourself.